Welcome, welcome everybody to Florentina and Friends Storytime, where SpeakUp Events has created this special bedtime stories for Florentina. Florentina is a 4-year-old little girl who lives in the UK who is currently battling neuroblastoma cancer. And we, SpeakUp Events, is a rainbow of hearts who have come together to save Florentina. We encourage you to join us for this really special story time where we have author Carlene Froeling here to read Pete the Shark. We come to you live on Friday because yesterday Florentina's procedures in the hospital didn't allow her to be able to join us for story time. And this story time is here to raise Florentina's spirits as she fights neuroblastoma. We welcome you to join us at the end of story time, where we are going to dive deep into what our event is, what is happening on our event on December 20th, which will be held live in the UK and streamed globally across the world. If you haven't got your tickets to our event, you can get them now on SpeakUp Events through Linktree. We will have the link posted at the bottom of our story times throughout today. And something special today, if you purchase your tickets, when you purchase your tickets for Florentina's event on December 20th, you will go into a drawing for our book from today. So we have a copy of Pete the Shark to go into a drawing for anyone who purchases tickets for our live event. Let us know in the comments that your tickets are purchased, and you will go into a drawing that will be held tomorrow at this same time right here on SpeakUp Events. So if you haven't got your tickets now, this is a great time to join our rainbow of hearts as we fight to save Florentina. I would like to introduce you now to our author. And our author is Carlene Froeling, and she is the heart behind Kay's Hearts. And she has created multiple books, but the newest one is Pete the Shark, which came out in July. And it has such a special message that me and my godson Vincent have just loved and adapted to from the minute we turned the very first page. So please give a special Speak Up and Florentina and Friends welcome to our author, Carlene. Hello.
Hello. Hi, everyone.
Welcome. We are so honored to have you join us today.
I am excited. I am happy to be here for this very moment, for this cause, and to just be a part of it. So I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me. And it's great seeing you.
It's really nice to meet you. Carlene and I have spent multiple hours on Clubhouse together, and this is our first time that we actually get to interact eye to eye and face to face. So
Yes.
Carlene, can you tell us about you and how Pete the Shark came to be?
Sure thing. Well, my name is Carlene, Carlene Froeling. I was born in Jamaica, actually, and I migrated to the United States. So I now live with my family here in the Sunshine State of Florida. I have 3 children, 2 teenage boys, and a daughter. She is 8 years old. And I do work full time, but in the evenings, I put on my author hat and I go into my imagination and just pen stories to actually contribute and make a difference today in the world for a better tomorrow. So that is what I do. I do not believe kale should be eaten. I do not like broccoli, but I'm a lover of vegetables, and I love music. I love to dance. I love colors. Colors is a big thing for me because it's just a magical thing. It brings me into this place of joy when colors come together and just splashes. And I love to laugh. I love a good laughter. Most of all, I love children because they are the future. And that's why I enjoy what I do, because I get to spend this time with the future, and I get to make a difference. I get to share joy and put smiles on their faces. I get to impact their lives today, better tomorrow. So that's just it about me. And I love to watch movies and I love oldies music.
Oh, I love music. That's awesome.
Thank
And
you.
can you tell us about Pete the Shark? How did he come to paper?
Okay, so Pete the Shark is dear to my heart. I love to write stories that are centered around teaching children about positivity and the power of words and the power of using positive words to when you're speaking to self. So my books are centered around having a positive mindset. So my first book that I wrote, which was not the first, but when I wrote I Love Being Me, Uniquely Me, I wanted to write a book that's not just words of I am strong, I am kind, I am love, but I wanted to write one that more of a poetic kind of a message that encourages children to love who they are and to know that it's okay to make mistakes. But in that book, I use human characters. And I thought about that, and I wanted to do something a little bit different while staying true to my core, which is loving oneself, being kind to oneself, and respecting others and loving others in that same fashion. So I thought about what is it that connects humans to so much more, and nothing connects us better than animals, whether it's some flying or land or water. But we have so many books with dogs and cats and stuff like that. I wanted to go the other side. So I looked at one thing that I admire a lot, yet fear a little bit. And I went to Universal and we had the shark encounter where we get to go into this huge aquarium where we walked through this funnel and there was glass all around and you see all these sharks coming at you. And it was glorious. It was so good. Some of them caused you to be like, you know what I mean? But at the same time, you see some shark and they're smiling and they're enjoying the moment. We're taking pictures. And I'm like, okay, that's it. That's it. So I wanted to write a story about being oneself, and in the sense of when you're going to go out and present yourself, it's so much more comfort when you be yourself. You present yourself as your true self. Instead of trying to pretty it all up and do all these things, you do not connect as well when you actually stand true to who you are. And so that's how Pete the Shark came into play, because I wanted to build that foundation for children to remember that always go out and put your best foot forward as you. So when they get older, because yes, you're children, but when they get older and they enter society, when things come, they'll know how to stand and represent their true self. And that's the whole thing about connection and being true to self. So that's how Pete the Shark actually came into play, wanting to just empower our children to be positive to who they are and be true to who they are.
Well, I am excited for the message. The message was so clear about being you and showing up as you in the world,
Yes.
and meeting all of Pete's friends. So I'm excited to introduce you to Florentina, and I am so excited for Florentina and her cousin Enzo to be able to meet Pete and Lexi and their friends.
Yes.
So let's give a warm welcome. And if you tell us in the comments where you are dialing in from. This is our beautiful Florentina. Hi, Flo.
Say hi.
I love your smile.
Isn't she just absolutely precious?
Yes.
Florentina, are you excited to meet Pete the Shark?
Yes.
Yeah. And Flo, you have a friend who has joined you today. Would you like to see who else is here? Do you know this guy?
Hi, Enzo.
Hi, Enzo.
Hi.
Flo, do you know who that is?
Hi.
You're 5?
Hello.
Yeah.
5 years old.
5? You're 3?
Nice.
3 years old? And today you have dinosaur pajamas on. And Flo, what do you have? What are you wearing today? Oh, I love it. And that's a story too, huh? Is that
Yes, I think that's a story from I think her name is that Clementino? I know that story though.
I recognize it as well.
Yes.
Well, we are going to get started on your story time, Flo. And Carlene is here for you to read the shark. So I'm going to pop off stage and get you guys settled.
Hi. I am so thrilled right now. First, Florentina, thank you so much for having me. Beautiful flower. And I'm so happy that today I get to read you a bedtime story. And I have someone here who wants to say hi before we start. Hey, wait a minute. Hey. Do you see who that is? What are you doing here? Oh, you got the news? You got my letter? Oh, you want to say hi? Oh, look, you want to say, come on now, be careful. Pete, that's too close. You don't need to go so close. Come on, you can come back a little bit. You can see her from here. Oh. Pete, you're just a little bit. A little bit. Whoa. Oh, you want to take a picture? Not right now, okay? You have to wait a little bit because today we get to read and hear all about your story. Are you ready to hear about Pete the Shark? If you're ready, let me see all 10 fingers wiggle like this. Are you ready for the story? Awesomeness. Okay, Pete, I'm going to ask you to stay right here, Pete, and we're going to tell a little story. Share your story. Okay. Now go back a little bit, Pete. Awesome. So today we're going to read Pete the Shark. Let's go. But before we start, I want to introduce you to the characters that are in this book. Now, first, we have, can you see right here? We have Goliath, the tiger fish. We have tiger fish, yes. We have Taffy, the turtle. Can you see Taffy in her red glasses right here? And we have Shrimpy, the shrimp. Over here, we have the beautiful Jelly Belly, the jellyfish. Look at that smile. Here we have Sassy, the seahorse. Then we have, Sally, the seal. And my favorite, Octoprime, the octopus. Then below here, we have the beautiful Lexi, the lionfish. And Freddy, the frog. So these are the characters that you're going to hear about in the story of Pete the Shark. Let's go. So Pete the Shark is making his big debut today in the open aquarium waters. So this is his first time going out into the open aquarium waters, and he's super excited. He cannot wait. Ever since he was a pup, he heard all the beautiful stories about how the children come and take lots of pictures with all the creatures off the sea. And he's excited to have his pictures taken too. But guess what happened? As he get ready, he's not ready. Hey, you're going to love it, says Goliath, the tiger fish. Swimming up to Pete, the kids always react when I smile. The look on their faces cracks me up. Can you share your trick with me? Pete asked. Sure thing, kid. Just swim right up to the glass. Open your mouth really wide and show those pointy teeth of yours. Goliath winks. Wink. Pete looks in the mirror and tries to imitate Goliath. Rah! Rah! You look fierce, Pete, says Shrimpy. Pete checks his reflection one last time, and off he swims into the open aquarium waters. He sees many eager faces behind the glass wall. Excited, he dashes up to the glass, and cracked flashes his bright, crooked, mean smile. Ah! The kids scream as they ran away, frightened. Wait a minute. Did I do something wrong? He darts over to the other side of the aquarium and smiles again. Ah! The children scream once again as they back away from the glass. Pete swims away from the glass and hides behind a clump of clay. The other fishes gather around him, talking all at once. Maybe those kids have never seen a shark before. Don't worry, Pete. It will be better tomorrow. The next day, Pete brushes his teeth and practices his smile. When he enters the open waters, he glides up to the glass. Yet again, the children scream, ah! Can I hear you scream? Let me see you go, ah!
Do it.
Can you scream, Florentina? Go, ah!
Come on.
Scream.
Bad shark! Bad shark! Yells one little boy. When the other animals find him hiding again, Pete says, the children are happy to take pictures with you. Why won't they take pictures with me? Why? Why won't they take pictures with me? Freddy the Frog has an idea. Ha! I know what you need. What if you had a gold tooth like mine? Kids love shiny things. The next day, Pete smiles wider than ever to show off his gold teeth. Can you see all? Look at that. Can you see all the gold in Pete's mouth? Isn't that funny? But the kids are still frightened because he's flashing a kind of a smile. The animals gather again. I know what will help, says Jelly Belly. Your lips need some lipstick. The kids always go ooh and ah when I change color. And they take many pictures with me. Can you see Sally the seal? Sorry, can you see her? So guess what happened the next day? Pete greets the kids wearing red lipstick. Look at Pete. When he makes his appearance, the kids gasp and run off as always. didn't work, Pete tells his friends. Of course it didn't work, says Octoprime. You look ridiculous. You need hair like mine, says Sally Seal. The kids always take pictures with me. Pete continues to try many things suggested by his friends. A fin ring, long eyelashes, a tattoo, a baseball cap, and many more. Can you see? But none of the kids want to take a picture with Pete. I give up, says Pete. They just don't like me. No matter what I do, they won't take a picture with me. So Pete was feeling really sad because nobody wanted to take a picture with him. But can you guess why? But up swims Lexi, the lionfish. I heard what happened. Goliath tigerfish thinks Goliath showed me how to smile. I did it exactly how he showed me, but it didn't work. Pete says, well, that's your problem, says Lexi. Don't try to be like Goliath. Be Pete. But I'm just me. Goliath tigerfish thinks it's funny when kids run away. He wants to scare them. Just swim out slowly and smile like you always do with your friends. And the kids will want to be your friends too. So is that some good advice? See, Lexi wants him to be himself. Because Goliath, when he tries to be like Goliath, nobody wants to take pictures with him because he's not being himself. You think it will work? Pete asked. You'll be fantastic, but Pete worries. Tell you what, tomorrow we'll swim out together. Teamwork rocks, right? So the next day, Pete is afraid to swim into the open waters. His heart is beating fast. Lexi gives him a thin five. Slowly, they swim up to the glass, and for the first time, Pete doesn't smile. The kids don't smile, but they don't run away either. Look at that big fish, one little girl says to her dad. She walks up to the glass, touches it, and Pete swims up to her. Can you see Pete? And can you see the little girl? Pete smiles, but without showing all his teeth. The little girl smiles too. He then gives her a grin, the kind he always gives his friends. And the little girl giggles in return. Isn't that a beautiful moment? says the little girl. Can we take a picture? Overjoyed, Pete poses on his side of the glass. From then on, Pete acts like himself, and now every day is a picture perfect day. Isn't that awesome? Look at that beautiful smile. Let me see. Come on. Let me see some teeth. Come. Give me a beautiful. Ah, look at that. I love it, Florentina. I love it. Ah. Oh, that's beautiful. And now you see how awesome it is when we be ourselves. Now Pete is happy, and now he can swim around just being himself. How awesome is that when we be ourselves, right? Did you enjoy the story?
Thank you. Thank you.
Pete is happy. He's so happy he gets to meet you.
Julie, you're muted.
Thank you so much.
Oh.
And so did you have fun meeting Pete? Yeah. And Florentina, who was your favorite? Did you like the red lipstick that the jellyfish wore? Or Lexi? Oh, thank you so much for being here and for introducing and bringing Pete the Shark to life. We really appreciate you. There we go.
Thank you.
Can we say thank you to Carlene?
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Thank you, Carlene.
Thank you. So happy to be here.
Thank you.
We are going to say good night to Miss Carlene and Pete, and then we are going to say good night to Florentina and Enzo. Thank you guys so much for being here. Next Tuesday, we have another story time. We have another one.
Yeah.
So we will see you guys on Tuesday.
I like Valentina.
Oh, we love you, Enzo.
Bye, Enzo. Bye, Florentina.
Bye.
Bye.
I love you. You're my best friend.
Oh, it's so adorable.
I don't want them to leave. You guys can just stay and chat. How long has it been since you have seen Enzo, Florentina?
It's been a while, hasn't it? Since before she went in for a high dose chemo, that was 6 weeks. So we've been out of that, 2 weeks now? So yeah, maybe 8 weeks.
Wow.
Time.
It's nice to see your cousin, huh?
Yeah. What's going on here?
And what is Enzo's favorite color? Enzo, do you have a favorite color? Red?
Gray.
And
Gray.
gray is your color too? Red and gray? Florentina, what are your favorite colors?
Gray.
We have gray too.
And gray. Green and gray.
Pink. I like pink too. Are you guys excited for Thanksgiving? Do you guys get to eat a big turkey?
I don't think they know what Thanksgiving.
Oh,
isn't it?
you're right, because I'm in America. America, we celebrate Thanksgiving. That's true.
Yeah, we don't have Thanksgiving.
Bye.
With you guys.
Well, next Tuesday and Thursday, we have some special stories coming up. So I want to thank you guys for tonight, and I will see you on Tuesday.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bless you.
Perfect. Well, we love you, Florentina, and we hope you have sweet dreams tonight. And we will see you on Tuesday with another story. Bye, sweetheart.
Bye.
Wow, those story times just hit my heart space because Florentina's fight of neuroblastoma started in May, and her family have been through so much over the last 6 months. They have gone through rounds of chemotherapy, and right now they are prepping. Florentina is prepping for radiotherapy, and that is going to help get her ready for her flight to America. And why Speak Up events? Why are we here? Why do we have story times? Why do we have authors from around the world coming together? Well, we are a huge rainbow of hearts who are coming together to take the burden off of Florentina and her family. Florentina is fighting a highly aggressive cancer, and this is a pediatric cancer of neuroblastoma. And there are 100 children in the UK right now who are fighting this highly aggressive cancer. And the only treatment that is available to them is here in the US. There is a vaccine that will shrink and remove tumors that they won't come back, and it puts these children into full remission. I spoke this morning to Liam, and Liam is a 5-year-old in the UK, and his family has already raised £240,000 towards Liam's fight. And we are here to do the same for Florentina. And right behind Florentina is another child. It could be your child, your grandchild, your godson or goddaughter. We need your help. And so we have created an event that is going to be live in the UK on December 20th and streamed globally across the world. It is through Speak Up events, and it is created especially for Florentina. It is a day of motivation and self-development. We have an entire packed agenda with celebrity speakers, motivational speakers. We have entertainment, singers. We have a fashion show for Florentina and her friends, where artists and designers are creating special designs for Florentina and her friends to wear. And then those pieces will be auctioned off live at the event. This event is being held in the UK at Lively's Memorial Center. You can get your tickets now on Speak Up events through our Linktree page below. You can get your virtual tickets and your live tickets. But if you are not able to be there in one way, shape, or form, we have ways for you to get involved. So through story times, we will be doing on Tuesdays and Thursdays live story times for Florentina and her friends. Today we had her cousin Enzo join us, and you could see how much joy these story times are bringing to Florentina. That is our goal. We want to take the burden of this fight off of her and her family. And to do that, we need monetary help. We need your funds and we need your support. So if you are a sponsor in the UK, if you are a company who is looking to sponsor our event, we need you. We have a list of things to put this event together that we need sponsorship for. And so if you are looking for ways to get involved, please join us on Speak Up events and look at all of the things that we currently have going on for the live event. We have a singer, Hercules, who has the most beautiful voice. He can share it because I'm losing mine. And this rainbow of hearts is really working tirelessly around the clock to make this event happen for Florentina and her family. So over the course of the next 4 weeks leading up to our event, every Tuesday and Thursday, we will be sharing a story with Florentina and also bringing you updates about our live event that's happening on December 20th. So we would really encourage you to join us, encourage you to get involved in any way that you can. And I know that you have seen my face for four story times, and you might not know, who am I? Who is this woman behind the neck brace? Well, I'm Julie Schindler, and I live in Seattle, Washington. And I'm a mom of 2, and 9 years ago, a box fell on my head, crushing my cervical spine. It has left me permanently disabled, and I live horizontally from a pillow. About 80% of my day is laying flat, and this neck brace allows me to be up vertical with you, holding the weight of my head off of my damaged cervical spine. Through my journey, 9 years worth, I've had so much support through friends and family and coworkers who have stepped in to help me and my family, who my husband is my full-time caregiver. So if it puts into perspective that there are so many hearts that are looking for connection, that step up when someone needs you. And I have a team of a rainbow who has done that for me. And we, Speak Up Events, have created a rainbow to do that for Florentina. I know how important it is when your health is struggling to have support. And we get to be that for Florentina and her family. And in the future, every single child in the UK who is fighting neuroblastoma cancer and is looking to gain access to this amazing vaccine that's only available in the US. Liam's mom, Claire, is meeting with the head of health services in the UK to bring awareness to neuroblastoma and the 100 children that are fighting this right now. So join us at Speak Up Events. Join Florentina's fight to save her. Right now, she's at a 40% chance of life. With this vaccine, it moves her to 90% chance. And we get to see what Liam is going through because he's about 6 months ahead of Florentina right now. So join us on our journey. Join us on our fight to save Florentina. And join us every Tuesday and Thursday right here in Speak Up Events. I'm Julie. I'm sending you so much love and light, and I thank you for standing with us and linking arms as we stand with Florentina. You are love, you are light, and we appreciate you. Have a wonderful evening.